Finally changed that some bitch. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all enjoyed your weekend. I know I did, partially. Welcome to the Film Cave, episode number 65. 65, right?
Yeah, I think.
I hope so. If not,
Yeah.
we fucked that up. But
Yeah, 65.
It's your boy Knights.
What's up, everybody? Logan here. Struggling to have a show today.
Yes.
But that's where you guys come in. So hopefully some people come watch and we can get some questions from you guys, some ideas of what to talk about. We have a few things that we can, slightly, spread the word about. But nothing really big at all happened this week.
Nothing.
Which rightfully so, because Batman kind of took the world by storm for the past few weeks. But I'm thinking by next week we should have some shit, hitting the fan. So hopefully next week we got some stuff.
Hopefully, because this shit was drier than I don't know. It was rough.
Yeah.
I was like scraping, like what can I find? Like nothing. I was like, wow, that's it. So it's really bad, but we're gonna do our best to give y'all a good show. Again, you guys get to control this shit in the chat. Go crazy. Hopefully we get some more on as time goes. Usually we get some in a little later. But we'll see. It's probably not going to be a crazy long show, but we'll try to make it as entertaining as possible.
Exactly.
So, if you like what you see here, if you're new, welcome. We usually aren't stumped with topics, but it's been a slow week, so forgive us. But if you'd be so kind, again, if you like what you see, if you like the interaction, if you like our banter, whatever it may be, the easiest way, the simplest way, and most importantly, the cheapest way to show your support is hit that subscribe button. It's simple. She's right down there and she's begging to be played with. Just play it, twist it, push it, and then you're good. Just walk out the door. I don't know if you have to call her back, but at least watch us. It'll be all right.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, we'd appreciate it. Along with that thumbs up and that notification bell. So I do apologize if I sound a little crazy and start hawking shit up during the show because I am sick.
So good.
Not COVID. I got that tested literally before I got here, so it's all good. So yeah, let's get on with the show. There's no out there in the world. I'm not singing because ain't shit going on. But to start off, Sir Logan, how you been, brother? How was your weekend? What's going on? How's life,
man? So I do have something I can talk about from this past weekend that you just reminded me of, thankfully. And that is that he's not in the chat yet, but I did have the man, the myth, the legend, Kenya King over here, aka Devin, over to the crib because I now have a list, but he'd never seen Interstellar.
Okay, to FaceTime a motherfucker to be like, hey.
And so I was like, all right, come on over. We'll throw the 4K Blu-ray in, get the IMAX aspect ratio on the TV in there, and show it to him. And it was funny because he's like halfway through the movie, he's like, oh, I got it. I figured it out. And I'm like, great, man. I'm like, Nolan's not like keeping secrets. Like that's kind of the point is it's one that, you definitely realize more the second time you see it, but like everything's there.
Right.
It's just, you got to be able to allow yourself to not understand everything scientific wise and just enjoy the story. And he definitely was like, okay, that was good as fuck. I think he scored it like an 8.7 or something out of 10, which is actually pretty damn high for a first viewing of Interstellar.
Right.
So enjoyed the hell of it. It's only probably the 15th time I've seen that fucker, and I just love it to death. Like it is such a good movie. Absolutely. Like, and it's one too that, I don't know what the exact runtime is of Interstellar, but I think it's similar to
maybe 220.
See, I think it's longer than that. Let me see here.
225.
249.
Oh shit.
It is an almost 3-hour movie and it does not feel it at all.
It doesn't.
Which is a feat, that's,
It's the masterfulness of Nolan.
Exactly. And that's the length of like the Batman, stuff like that. So obviously completely different movies, but Everybody talking about 3 hours, So such a good movie though. Had a blast, and I have a fucking laundry list of things that he's like, oh, I don't want to experience things alone. So he's like, yeah. He's like, I haven't seen any of these, and so I was like, all right, well, we're gonna get this shit popping. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have him back over this weekend or something, because I'm probably not gonna be doing shit. So we'll see. What about you?
Pretty dope. I would love to be a fly on the wall, or just to be there while it's fucking happening.
Yeah, no, it was. That's the thing too. Is it's a thing where I wish that it was a group of people. Like I wish my cousin, who was obsessed with Interstellar, he was actually in town because he had spring break from college, and so he was there, but he couldn't make it. And he's like die hard Interstellar, like I am. So yeah, there he is. There's Kenya. We're talking about Interstellar since I brought you over for Interstellar.
He's a bat nips in the house.
Yeah. But the list of movies that he hasn't seen is pretty insane. Because
I remember you telling me I wanted to ban him.
What
for a while?
I can't remember. You don't love it as much as me, I don't think. But what was your score for 1917?
Oh, I fucking love that movie.
I mean, like, is it unbelievably like fantastic to you?
No, it's fucking great. I love 1917.
Okay, good. Because
cinematography alone is like what the fuck?
Like I think filmmaking wise, on top, like, because movie itself, it's kind of handcuffed because it has to be one shot, so you can't bounce back and forth between storylines or anything like. There's just one.
I didn't think you needed to.
And that's the thing is, for what the story is, I think it's a damn masterpiece. For the directing feat, cinematography being that incredible, while never cutting, especially.
They only cut one time, like deliberately, like cut.
Correct.
One time. But other than that, like that's hard as fuck.
And he's like, oh man, he's like, if I've seen one war movie, I've seen them all. And I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't seen this one.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like not even like a true war movie. Like in a way, like it's not. It's not about that. Like you're in that, but it's not about that. So
it's literally the backdrop.
So that's one I'm interested in. But there's a long list, so we got some time.
Fucking Fury is a war movie.
That's correct.
Fucking love Fury.
Which I can't remember. I think he said he's seen that. He's seen Fury.
I think he's seen Fury. Yeah. I remember him saying that.
But yeah. What about you? What'd you do this weekend? Anything good?
Yeah, it was my motherfudging birthday.
Oh shit, that's right.
So yeah. So it was great, but then it was bad at the same time.
Oh god.
So I literally was nonstop Friday until Sunday night. Friday. Was it Friday? Let me see. I think it was Thursday. So Thursday, the day before my birthday.
Okay.
I'm at work. He has not seen Fury. Oh my god. You need to watch Fury.
I thought you said that you have seen it because we talked about it.
List.
Oh, it's on there now.
Oh god.
Because I was telling him how that's the movie that broke Shia.
Yeah.
And John Bernthal to a point. So.
Yep. Yeah, you watching Fury? Yes, absolutely. So Thursday I'm at work.
Okay.
My coworker.
Oh no.
Comes up to me and is like, hey, I've been gone for like a week or so. Just got back. Like I was sick and like my throat was all messed up and everything. I'm like, should you be here? I was like, it's not COVID. Don't worry, it's fine. I'm like, okay. And we were really dead. Like there was nothing going on in the store. Dead.
Gotcha.
So we only had each other to keep, company and whatnot. It's only me and her. So naturally, I'd go away and then she'd come behind me and like we talk and all that. Secretly, I'm trying to get away because like I don't want to get sick just in case. If you're watching this, I love you. No harm, no foul. But I was like, I just don't want to take that risk and deal with sickness my entire fucking birthday weekend.
Understandable.
So I'm like, okay, I'm fine, yada, yada, yada. I go, do my thing, pit pat. Or it might have been that Friday. It was that Friday. I lied. It was that Friday. Friday of my birthday. So, okay, cool. I go out that night, fine, chilling. I wake up the next morning, my throat is on fire. I'm like, oh
golly.
my God. Like, I was so hot. I was like, are you serious? So that day, we was doing bowling. It was unlimited food and drinks. Just going
Okay.
crazy.
Sure.
I'm taking these back. My throat is burning every single shot, every single drink. I'm like trying to hold everything together when I talk, everything. Then after that was the club, bar and lounge. I'm sitting there dancing up a sweat, drinking, doing all of this, and my body's just like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'm like, okay, I get home, very, very late. Like I'm out to like the next morning every single night. So there was no sleep this entire weekend.
Sure.
So I'm like, all right, wake up the next morning, gotta do brunch. All right, let's do it. My body's like, what the fuck you doing? Like, everything is just worse, clogged, everything. I'm like, fuck. I gotta mask this as much as I can. Suck it up, suck it up, suck it up. Again, everything's just starting to fucking crumble.
Yeah.
We get there, having fun. I'm ignoring it because I'm just drinking. So I'm not starting to feel that shit as much, but it's there.
Sure.
My friend brings a friend. Gets unbelievably and undeniably plastered beyond belief.
At brunch.
At brunch.
So mimosas or what?
To the point, yes.
Okay.
Mimosas, everything. So they're on the younger side. This one's 22. So I'm like, what the fuck? You knew it was going to happen. Why'd you bring? Fine. He is throwing up all over the place, cannot even stand, stumbling.
God.
Like, oh my God. He's hunched over. He's locked himself in the bathroom. There's a lot of shit. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
This is your friend or the friend's friend?
No, my friend's friend.
Oh, God.
From the night before. So I'm
gotcha.
like, one mistake.
Yeah.
Number one. So I'm like, okay, you handle that. That's your problem. I'm going to be doing all this over here. Went back to my friend's house while drinking some more, partying, doing whatever. Monday, everything, my body just said, fuck you. Like, that's it. Like, I'm waking up, can't fucking breathe. My shit, like literally my mucus and everything is like highlighter neon, like fucking this shit like, everywhere. I'm like, my God. So it was very rough. I was like, I hope I don't have COVID. If I did, I was fucked because I went to work. This was today. I took all day yesterday. I was like, I'm not moving from this bed.
Okay, so you didn't have to work or anything yesterday. Good.
No. I stayed. I was like, yeah, nope, I'm good.
Good
And
deal.
today I'm okay, but I'm still stuffy and reminisce everything. It's not COVID. It's not any of that shit, but it was a wild fucking weekend, bro. With a lot of shit and a lot of everything. And yeah, that I can say live on the air right now. But
I mean, it's one of those things where, first of all, happy belated birthday, everybody in the chat.
Thank you so much.
Where are we at with that?
Thank you so much.
But it's one of those things that I really get frustrated when, I don't even like, the attention on me for my birthday or anything like that. But if it is going to happen and somebody else, like a third party, comes in and like messes some shit up, like the brunch situation, you best believe I'm going to be like, because I struggle, like I'll get a temper real quick, especially drunk people. And so like I struggle with that. And so then add on top, like, this is my birthday brunch. And it's like, hey man, fucking leave. Like I'd be that guy of like sitting across the table and be like, get the fuck up. And like just your friend would be like, bro, like, hey, he's cool. And it's like, nah, fuck that. Like I would be so frustrated. But
it was fine. If it was like my first outing, like sober shit, I kind of be like that. But I'm like, I'm the tail end of a long ass weekend. Like, fine, bro. Just take care of him. Go outside. Like that was it.
Yeah.
Right.
Good deal.
Hey, Kenya. Absolutely like that statement. But yeah, so it was fun. But I definitely, it's time to rail it back. I'm getting old now. I have to change a lot of things.
How old are you?
32.
Damn.
That's rough.
Oh man.
Yeah, fuck you. It's really rough. So yeah, but it was fun. Other than that, I can't complain. Yeah, that was my weekend.
Good shit. I have one other thing I do want to talk about that it's I've started reading what I'm supposed to be doing, reading books again.
You're really fully on this.
And so no, I'm not. I took like a fucking month off.
Want to fry?
I'm gonna pass. Where'd that come from? Fucking couch. Just in between the cushions, like.
Oh, I got a whole like Popeyes thing right here.
Oh shit, let's go, man.
All right.
So, are you a Popeyes, or do y'all have churches up there? Actually, do you have churches chicken? Okay, I guess not. Y'all
I don't
have
think
Popeyes
there's
all
a
the way?
churches up here. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank God, I fucking hate churches.
See, but I like Church's biscuits more.
Oh, those
fuck.
hard ass rubber fucking bullets. Oh
Okay,
my God.
you must not be going to any good churches.
Oh my God.
No, man,
Every church that I had, I'm like, what the fuck
no,
is
so
this?
churches here, you'll walk in and there's like a pile of dirt in the corner and like possibly some rats over in the other corner. But then they bring out these fucking biscuits and they're like from heaven above, like fucking soft, buttery,
Maybe
just
it's a Texas thing.
unbelievable.
Because
yeah,
dear God.
I mean, and that's the thing too, is it's like a 46-year-old black woman that's like, come here, baby, get some biscuits. And it's like, oh, thank fuck. Like, I'm so glad you're here making no money to just give me the most incredible.
Thank God. Because most times I've had that shit,
Yeah.
it tasted like a dominatrix ass after like 100-hour session. Like, right. Like, it was rough. I'm like, wow, never again.
No, see, Kenya's bad at Church's biscuits. I mean, honey butter biscuits, man, they're the shit.
I still love KFC's biscuits, to be honest with you.
See, I'm not big on KFC, man. It's weird, but I'm not.
Oh, the biscuits, when they're fresh, them bitches are beautiful.
Okay. But yeah, so I'm back on my reading. So if you don't remember, I read The Martian, which is Andy Weir, and then I read his other book, Artemis, and then now I'm reading his most recent book, which is called Project Hail Mary, and I'm a pretty good length in, and it is like the beginning of it. So basically the gist from what I learned was basically you're from the perspective of this guy and you wake up and you slowly figure out you're on a spaceship headed you don't know where, and you have no memory whatsoever of your past. Zero. You don't know your name. You don't know shit. And you're in a room with two other people who have been dead for a long time. And they're like, you just woke up in this bed and they're over there and they are dead. And you're like, what the fuck? And basically you slowly learn this stuff and you learn, you know, why you're on said mission, like who put you on this and what you're doing, and you slowly learn it. And man, when I tell you, like, Martian is 100% like solely like based in true science in a way. Like, it's a guy stuck on Mars and what that would be like and how he tries to get back. And this one I thought was going to be the same thing. Like, there's a mission that he slowly has to put the puzzle pieces together of how to complete it. He's going to complete it, and that's the end of the book. Not a fucking chance. So, like, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hadn't read it or, you know, might want to. Or the other thing is they're apparently going to make a movie about it, so I don't want to spoil it. Which, like, right when the book came out, they were like, "Hey, we're making a movie. Ryan Gosling's playing the main guy. We're gonna figure it out." And I'm like, "Shit, okay, cool." Haven't heard shit about it since, but that's apparently the plan. And yeah, so first things first is I don't think Ryan Gosling fits the character at all, because he's supposed to be a high school physics teacher, and like he's just like a normal ass guy. But
that's normal in Hollywood. That's what our normal looks like.
Just the most beautiful fucker on the planet, right. You know.
Like, what?
So, but yeah, so I'm absolutely loving it so far. I'm actually doing it on audiobook, which I have not done before, and I'm truly loving the experience, because I go on like walks when I get home. Hannah and I will go on walks and shit, and
that's cute.
And usually that's when we sit there and talk, but she's had books and I've had a book, and so we're both doing audiobook, and so we just throw our headphones in and we'll just walk together, but we ain't talking to each other. We're just fucking listening to the book. It is fucking incredible. Like, I love it to death. So it was funny because I think it was Sunday.
Y'all time away is still together.
Or no, I think it was Saturday. We woke up at, like, you know, normal time, and like at 11, we went on a walk, 3-mile walk. And then to listen. And then like 5 o'clock came around and I was like, hey, you want to go on another walk? So that I could listen again. And we went on another 3-mile walk just so that we could listen.
Jesus.
So but I'm loving the book like crazy. It is nowhere near what I expected it to be. And the only thing right now is I don't think a 2.5 hour movie is long enough to do everything it needs to do, but maybe they'll figure it out.
Depends on who they get to direct.
True. But yeah, I if anybody is a reader that's in the chat right now, Project Hail Mary, if you're a fan of The Martian, especially like the movie The Martian, please jump your fucking face straight into the water of Project Hail Mary. You will not be sorry. I don't know what the ending is yet. Hopefully by this time next week I'll be done with it, but goddamn, it's fucking wild as shit. So
okay.
All right.
Look at my little reader over here.
I'm trying. Well, that's what's funny is now I'm audiobook. It's like cheating. It's fucking great. The guy that's performing it is awesome too. It's like he's so good, and so I'm about that life.
So there was some news that I saw that's making its way now and official, which I think it is undeniably one of the stupidest ideas or announcements I have seen. I don't know why. I don't know how. But Godzilla vs. Kong 2 has been announced.
What the fuck are they thinking?
And this is somebody who has enjoyed the first one. This is somebody who's had fun with the first one. It's not the best movie in the world. I just want to see motherfuckers fight. And I was entertained that way. This sequel makes no fucking sense. And if it is, there should be no verses anywhere in that title.
No, correct.
Like if you want to be like, hey,
it's gonna be them working together in the different realms of
right. I'm like, if it's a team up, sure, you want your money, got it. But there should be no verses. These motherfuckers Godzilla put foots in his ass and was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Kong said, it's like, yo, I need your help, homie. Kong came and they fucking dapped that shit out at the end and went about their way. There should be no fighting. There should be no part 2. They should be like, yo, homie, another threat is coming up. Oh, word? Fucking Mecha Godzilla's back or some shit? They're cool. Let's go. Or whatever. I personally think you do not need this shit at all. This just feels like Warner Brothers trying to make the money back from fucking the pandemic HBO release, whatever the fuck.
Sure.
And it's dumb. If you want to do that, just re-release the shit in theaters or some shit. I don't fucking know. Like, don't make a sequel. It's utterly stupid to me. What do you think?
Yeah.
I know you're excited.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, I probably won't watch it. I mean, really and truly, like, I'm trying to allow myself, like Morbius, which we'll get into slightly in a little bit. I'm trying to speak with my dollars, even though I know my dollars don't fucking count to these giant corporations. Like, my ticket is so minuscule compared to what the movie will ultimately make.
Shit, ain't minuscule to my pocket.
Right. That's the thing is, like, maybe I won't be alone. And I just really have no desire to see this whatsoever. That movie was so god awful in the sense of just the script in general was like you made me like remember that there was some crazy interdimensional journey to get down to like Kong's world, and then Godzilla's like, let me just shoot my breast straight to the core and get there. And it's like, motherfucker, y'all could have been digging this whole time with just a normal ass human drill. So I don't know, but
I told you from the beginning, this is not a movie I went into for story all.
But that's the thing though, is I can't. I'm out if there's zero logic whatsoever. Like, I don't know. Like, you might as well have let the fucking monkey fly. Like, you should have made Wizard of Oz real and just had a giant monkey flying around. And
maybe listen,
I don't know,
these
but
things already in the realm of what the fuck.
Only positive thing I have about that movie is the effects were fucking great. And it
Right.
also turns around and makes me think you're probably right in the sense of they're trying to make some money back.
Yeah.
They've already got the models. They can do, all this shit pretty easily now. All it is a city getting destroyed and, the models they've already got made. And just go ahead and have fun with it. So I'm not expecting anything at all. And I probably won't watch it, but I'm interested. I'll watch trailers though. That's the thing, is I'll watch trailers and laugh at whatever they decide is going to happen. But I'm not gonna watch this shit, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm not excited. I'm
Yeah.
not. I think it's dumb.
What up, Eric?
Yes, hooray, Eric. Yeah, I think it's really dumb. It's just a cash grab. It's to make up for it. Yeah, I'm not excited at all. It's dumb. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what they fight. Especially if it's each other again, I'm out. I'm definitely not watching.
There's zero reason for it.
There's-
They're buddies now. They figured out that
Absolutely no reason
yeah.
to fight each other at all. So we'll see. I give no fucks.
Yeah.
So we want to jump into Morbius.
Sure. We can jump into some Morbius.
Morbius is getting slain right
Yeah.
now. Literally, they're saying majority of every single thing we've seen in a fucking trailer is just not in the film.
Yeah.
And especially Vulture. To like
Correct.
the very, very
Like
end. and
anything
it's
that's
completely
world
different.
building is out. It was
Right.
just to get our minds moving.
Bro, I am of this mindset that Sony just needs to let go of every single thing that has anything relative to do with superheroes and let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Do not touch it, sell it, give it away. Y'all do not know what the fuck y'all are doing. And it is god awful and it hurts. Like, it is so blatant. If you
Yeah.
do not have help, if you do not have a bigger, more successful mind looking over you saying, stop it, smacking your fucking hands and shit,
Right.
you are failing horribly. You had one gem in Spider-Verse. One gem. That is it. And you are
Right.
falling fast still.
And that's made by Sony Animation, so that's not even really under the same creative team whatsoever. So it is kind of a fluke, but at the same time, you would think that they would learn, like, hey, quality means something. But
No, they shit on quality. Pick the shit up, vacuum it, eat it again, digest it, shit the shit back out again, and just keep reversing it. It's horrible. But what do you think about all this shit going on? Because it's
sadly, it's exactly what I expected. Like, my dad has been, my dad watches cable TV all day, and apparently there's been plenty of commercials for this.
It's a hell of a lot.
And he's like, oh, what's up with this? And he's like, he wants me to be excited about it because he's just trying to connect with me and be like, I see that that's a, it's a Marvel thing and, all this stuff. And I was like, well, to be honest, Dad, it's Sony, so it's probably going to be terrible. And he was like, oh, really? And I was like, yeah, I fully expect it to be horrible. And this was like last week. And now all of a sudden we're hearing this stuff. So to go off of what Kenya just asked, because he said, is all the news about Morbius credible? He said he sees the tweets, but who are they to have this information? The thing is, the embargo actually has not lifted yet. So only like high up press people have seen it. And if they say anything, they'll get blacklisted from any screenings ever again. So they are telling other people, going to relatively, big scoopers or, things like that, to where, hey, those scoopers haven't been put in a screening yet. So where they're getting the information, they can't get in trouble for said information, basically.
Right.
There's
a lot of people. It's a lot of shit.
And
All
but
over
then,
Twitter and all that. So.
Then you have Poopy Pants. It says, what if Morbius turns out better than Batman? Logan, you will miss a great movie. So be it. I mean,
That
really,
is,
like,
I mean, that's beautiful optimism by you.
yeah,
Like
exactly,
incredibly. But it is poopy pants. But
correct.
if you want to play devil's advocate, uh,
No, so that's where I mean, I still have my
can't even.
tickets for opening night that I bought,
I have none.
and the whole point is I buy opening night tickets for damn near any movie I'm even remotely interested in. Wait for review embargo to lift. If shit goes south, I refund those fuckers and live my life.
Right.
Exactly. And the people don't fucking lie, you know. So it's like I'm gonna wait in here because I haven't gotten word about a press screening for Dallas yet. I will get an
Probably
invite,
not going to get one.
and that's the thing is, it's going to be very close to release if this is true. Like I would guess embargo's not going to be very, because they want it closer to where word of mouth doesn't spread as far before opening weekend, and they can make their money. So
Ain't shit spreading anything.
I'm sad because one thing I can honestly say about the Morbius trailers is the effects look fucking bomb.
Yeah, they do.
Like they look really good.
I'll still eventually end up seeing it. I'm not in a rush. I'm not buying tickets
Right.
early. I'm not like fucking running to the. No.
Yeah.
If I'm really bored one fucking day, I'm like, sure.
I mean, I'll watch it when it's free, but I'm not gonna give Sony any of my money for it because I need someone there
Well, let me
to
put it
get a
that way.
brain and say, hey, maybe we should because they're filming Craven right now
Yes, they are.
off of what Let There Be Carnage and this is. So I fully anticipate that to be bad. They're casting for Madam Web. Fully expect that to be the same script as like these.
Right.
I hate that they're using up Marvel characters and doing shitty things with them. So
And I did like Venom. Yeah, I did. Was it a great movie? Absolutely not.
right,
It was fun.
Venom 1 is watchable.
Right.
Like for damn sure, it's watchable.
There are
Let There
no
Be
lies
Carnage
here.
is
There's no
not.
price for me, motherfucker. 10 grand coming to me a month. All right. I like Venom. Venom 2. Yeah, we won't talk about that. We won't talk about them at all. But Madam Web did get my attention with Miss Sweeney.
Well, but here's the thing though.
Mhm.
What the fuck is Madam Web gonna be?
I don't know, but
I don't care right now. Like I don't
care. Not at all.
okay, hold
but
on,
I
hold
care
on.
about Sweeney.
I'm not done with Morbius though, because I'm actually upset.
Okay, talk to me.
The fucking one shot that made everybody go, "Oh shit, what's up?" in the trailer when he's walking past the Spider-Man
not there.
poster that says murderer. Everybody's like, "Oh fuck, what's that mean?" Oh, they're gonna change it in post. They said so. It's not Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, all this kind of stuff. It's not Toby. They just cut it from the movie,
Yeah, there's nothing in there at all.
and
And the Venom line's not in there either, apparently.
now that I was actually hoping was not like I was hoping that was just marketing. And I said that for a while. I was like, I actually think they might have dubbed it or just filmed it by itself just for the trailer. But the fucking Spider-Man thing, because my hope was that an after credit scene was filmed for our boy Andrew. And
I told you that was only going to happen.
no, I know, but like now the fact that there's no Spider-Man connection whatsoever, period.
Are you surprised?
I'm surprised that they cut that out. Yeah, I was not expecting them to just cut.
Oh,
I would even be okay if they didn't even talk about it, but just like leave it in to grow the world a little bit.
so
Nah.
you expected Sony to do something right.
I mean, I didn't say they were going to execute it right, but I thought they'd fucking keep it in. I thought they might, keep the fuck up in. But yeah, so I don't know. The
No.
Vulture thing, I don't need the Vulture thing in it necessarily. I didn't think it made sense at all, but like, you cut Michael Keaton out until after credit scene. Interesting choice.
Maybe that's the new Morbius stuff he was talking about. I was like, I gotta shoot some more Morbius. So was that Batman shit or Batgirl shit? I don't know.
I don't
We're
fucking
gonna do
know.
some other shit. I don't fucking know. But
I did like, so what Kenya just said, he said he's surprised Sony's not bringing Garfield back. He broke Twitter for a week straight. Apparently the Spider-Man movie Twitter account, like the official Twitter account, they like,
the hashtag.
yeah, they posted about the hashtag and we're like, sadly, we're not the people that make the movies, but like,
Right.
so that guy's probably fired. But I appreciate the nod.
Right.
But at the same time, I've heard people say, anybody talking about, hashtag make Amazing Spider-Man 3, y'all are the same people that are Ben Affleck Batman. And
That's what it is.
but the only difference is one actually would like to come back. So I'm gonna be on that team because I fucking love that guy.
He wouldn't mind coming back if everything
That's
was
correct. Well, and that's the thing though, is he get a paycheck and a half because that's what Sony does. But also, if they're gonna ruin the script, fine, don't do it. I'd rather them not.
I don't think it's gonna happen. I'd rather them not. I want this. I'm fine with this being my Andrew send-off, like my last. Cool, I'm fine with it. It was great. It was lovely. Got Terry, got Happy, got Cherry. I don't need a whole thing for them to fuck up his last thing.
But
again.
that's the thing, though, is they're trying to do another one with all three of them.
I'm fine.
And they're gonna fucking do it, and they're gonna ruin it all.
I am.
So,
especially if fucking Marvel is not, but I don't want to do it.
Correct.
I don't care. But fucking Morbius. Oh well, we'll see what happens when it comes out. When the embargo lifts, I'm sure I expect a flow of just negative.
I mean, there's a part of me that when I get that invite, I want to go. But also, I don't think it'll be worth these high-ass gas prices to drive 2 hours there, 2 hours back.
Then there's that.
So.
All right. Well, enough about that fucker. Two things I want to talk about with this one that broke out with some news. The family is getting bigger. The Fast family, that is. So one, we got an official, at least from Vin Diesel's mouth, that the finale will be a two-parter. So now that is an official thing again. He announced it on Instagram. It's going to be a two-part finale for FX. I'm only calling it FX from here on out. That's the only way to go. A lot of people keep saying fasten your seatbelts or some shit. I'm like, shut up. So it's gonna be a two-part for FX, and as well, not only is it gonna be a two-part finale, but it's going to be a rat race as well. Pun intended, because apparently Ratcatcher, Miss Daniela.
Oh, that's correct.
But I forget her last name.
I love her, by the way.
In talks to be in the finale. I'm pretty sure she's going to be the right-hand badass to Jason Momoa. I am sure.
Maybe sisters or love interests or something. They're a team of some sort. Because they could be related.
Right.
But.
Since they don't want to make Hobbs related. But, like the smart way to do it. But, yeah. So we got two big news from the Fast world. And, of course, naturally, I'm excited because it's Fast. But I'm curious to see Miss Daniela in that world. I'm glad she's got something outside of Ratcatcher.
Right.
And the work is flowing. How do you feel? I know you're excited.
I ain't gonna watch it. Man, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I mean, what's so funny is, like, it's similar to where it's like, part of me wants to watch the train wreck. But, because that's the thing about Morbius is press screening, I don't pay for, but I do got to pay for gas. And gas is high as shit right now, So it's like, if I got invited to a Fast 10 Part 1 press screening, man, it'd be interesting to say, let's just fucking do it, just have fun. But also, absolutely. I'm like fun in terms of like, I'm gonna laugh my ass off like it's a comedy.
Yes.
At all the horrible dramatic shit that they're doing.
Yes.
And maybe wear a shirt that says "fuck Vin Diesel's ugly ass head."
Get it? You're finally getting it.
But also, that's like a total of like 6 hours of my time, and I don't think it's worth that at all. So I probably won't watch it, but
it is. Listen, these movies have become laughable after 7. Yes, like ridiculous.
Sure.
Like holy. Okay, now we just clearly know what these are.
We're going to get 11 of them. Like blow my brains out.
10 technically still.
No, you're getting 11 movies.
It's still 10. It was just part 1 and 2. It's not like it's like Harry Potter. and all them
Right.
shits.
There's one more movie than the amount of books that there are. That's how many movies were made.
Yes, but it's still 10 technically. It's just an extended story.
There's 11 credits to roll and 11 titles to fucking pop up on screen.
Yes, but narratively it's only 10. You cannot
But
count it as 11.
That's what's so sad though, is like they just don't want to end it on 11, so they're gonna make it part 1, part 2 to keep it the FX.
But no, because it's a story. It's a continued story. It's like,
What do you think the story is? These don't
I
have
don't know.
a story.
I'm very curious. They do have a story. There's through line through all of them, but they're all
They're written by the
connected.
people that didn't get the Morbius job.
No, I don't know who this one's written by. I think so. The only reason why 9 was just so like, what in the holy bat shit was because Chris Morgan and all them didn't come back to write that one. So it was kind of just like, there's a difference here, and you can kind of feel it.
Yeah.
Because Chris Morgan, he understands the world and it's crazy, but he doesn't go like to the absurdity that these last two did in terms of like, okay, now it just like it's still within the fast realm, but the other two are just like, this feels so weird and off. I don't know, but we'll see. Apparently they're back. They got me, ride or die. I'm the family. I'm an estranged family.
There's a part of me that I don't know. Do we have a release date?
No, I don't think, not yet.
I really, really hope The Rock announces Black Adam versus Shazam for whatever the same fucking release date is. And he says, fuck all of you.
Well, here's the thing. I know the likelihood is fucking 0 to like fucking none.
Right.
But in the thing, Vin Diesel's like, listen, we have so many surprises and people coming up in this thing that you don't expect and yada, 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 yada. Could you imagine if this whole Rock and Vin Diesel thing was just a publicity shit and this motherfucker pops up?
So much respect for The Rock.
And just be like, sup, Toretto, motherfucker. Like, thought I'd seen these just fucking people up.
They're supposed to be good. Like, they're supposed to be cool. So
no, I'm not talking about fighting. Just like, hey, like, I told you I'd see you soon type shit, and he's fucking helping him out, whatever the fuck.
Good.
I don't know. That would piss me off. I would be happy. Some part of me would be happy because like, oh my god, it's Hobbs. But then I'd be like, oh, y'all really staged this whole thing, huh? Yeah. Ain't no rationalize, but you can't rationalize the fact. There's no rationalizing in any of this franchise.
The only way that I would be okay with it is if The Rock, while like filming it, openly announced like, hey, I'm coming back, and I only said yes if I'm getting paid triple what Vin Diesel gets paid. and he's like, they said yes, so I'll walk in, I'll have a very minor role, and I'll walk out of there and I'll go pay for my own fucking amazing movie out of that cash. And he's like, fuck all y'all.
That is true. That would be a boss ass move.
It would be hilarious.
That would be great. But Vin Diesel would have a fucking aneurysm.
That's correct. Yeah. See a big vein pop out of that bald ass head.
Absolutely. I'm like, oh my god. I don't know when filming starts. I think they just finished it. I know Godzilla vs Kong is fucking starting like immediately.
You know that fucking that movie's gonna be horrible because they're not even gonna give him any time for a script.
That's just filming like immediately. So is Scream 6, which
couple things to talk about. Christopher Lloyd.
That's right.
Cast in Mando season 3. Obviously, I'm not expecting a big role whatsoever.
Is he playing Doc?
Quite possible with how the writing for Book of Boba Fett was. It's quite possible that they go ahead and maybe he's Grogu's father or something. I don't know.
Oh God, maybe he's not Mando's daddy.
Exactly. I mean, but they might write that because that's how horrible it's been. So
I hope not. Because we've already seen his daddy, and he is not white.
That's so and not 97 or whatever he is. But yeah, so there's that. And, I mean,
he's gonna be the new what's the dude's name for first season? Hans Wagner or Hugh Wagner, what the fuck his name was.
Oh God, what's that guy's name?
Yeah, I want to see the baby.
Yeah. Fuck, what is that guy's name? He's great. Let me see.
Something Wagner.
That sounds right, actually.
I want want to see the baby.
Want to see the baby actor.
Did you literally type that?
Yeah. Werner Herzog.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So it's Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog. I know some kind of shit. Kurt Wagner. That shit.
I would like to see the baby.
I'd like to see the baby. It's like, you creep. No.
It's like, don't touch him.
Right, get away.
Get your
Can we
fucking
close this
hands
dome?
off him.
Right. Close my child's dome, please.
Close the dome. He's coming.
Right. Get your paws off him. Fucking creep.
Fucking Grogu.
Stranger danger.
Choke his ass, Grogu.
Right. Stranger danger. IG-11.
So
Somebody.
that's what I was going to bring up, Kenya. I think Thor Love and Thunder trailer, hopefully, like in the next week. Like I think it's possible because was it last Tuesday that Miss Marvel trailer came out?
Yeah.
And so I think it's very possible that Tuesday morning we get a Thor Love and Thunder trailer, 3-ish weeks before the good old
Strange.
Mr. Doctor. Mr. Doctor.
Mr. Doctor. It's strange. Maybe so. I don't judge.
I gotta rewatch that. That movie.
I fucking love Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, he's great. So good.
Yeah, so yeah, we'll see. Taika was like, there's no trailer. We're not gonna get a trailer.
Yeah.
No. So we'll see. Maybe we'll get one. Marvel likes to play things really close to the chest when it comes to trailers these days.
And there's
like
there's
comes out in
so
a
many
week.
things.
Trailer.
Yeah, there's so many things coming out that they kind of have to wait till the last second because they'll have shit overlapping.
Right. Even though apparently, speaking of Doctor Strange too, that booty ass Avatar shit is supposed to premiere with Doctor Strange too. Yeah, I don't give two fucking shits about that movie at all.
I mean, I'm intrigued, but I'm not expecting the groundbreaking shit that the first one was supposed to be.
I'm not. Apparently, Zoe Saldana saw the shit and cried. I'm like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah, you got paid to cry, bitch. It's your job.
It's fine. So yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Thor: Love and Thunder. I'll get it when I get it. Any rush. I'm gonna see the movie regardless. I'm already excited for it. Let's see, the Butcher in live action. That'll be cool. Good old Christian Bale. Yes, sir. Yeah. So there's that. Let's see. Do I have anything else that there was? Nope. Covered all my little shit that there was. That's so fucking creepy, dude. But
like, show me the baby.
Right. Show me goddamn it. Like, oh, what? Where was hostility come from? You were so fragile.
Bring me the fucking baby.
Right. You were so fragile and quiet. Jesus.
I thought you were the Godfather, but you're the fucking terrifying.
Right. And can we? I hate to talk about this, but I have to because it's literally been.
Oh no.
The bane of my existence all day. But so much fun. So much fun.
Oh, I think I saw this.
Yeah. No Way Home's getting a lot of bullshit lately. It's quite pissing me off. Because it's not like legitimate, like, holy fucking shit type whatever. It's like, oh, look at this 1 second scene that was filmed mad late with a throw in there and type shit. I'm like, grow the fuck up. Like, comparing it to this movie and that movie and that movie. I'm like, bro, if this is what y'all are doing, you really need to get a fucking life.
So,
like, it's dumb.
But none of them are wrong either.
It does not look that bad. Like, I don't think it looks bad at all. Like, so what? You can tell he's in a...
You can tell the whole thing's on a blue screen. I mean, you can flat out tell. And that's what's funny is people are comparing it to the budget of the Batman. And, plain and simple, it's just one's made by Matt Reeves and one's not.
Yes, well, the CGI they had to do was make a city. That was it.
But
so yeah.
I mean, yeah, it is a thing of Spider-Man No Way Home truly looks like it was thrown together at the last second. Like, it looks like it. I mean, 100%. So I do fully agree with pretty much everything everybody's saying, but I wasn't on the fucking movie's dick as soon as it came out. I had issues with it from the get-go, and got a lot of shit for it. So it's kind of funny that all of a sudden people see cinema with fucking Batman, and they're like, hey, yeah, that wasn't that great. And I've been saying that from the fucking get-go, that once again, it is a Sony Marvel movie, and you can tell by the quality. Granted, Marvel hadn't made any bangers for me either. Not in recent time, but you know, I am hoping that Doctor Strange will change that, but also it could be a cameo fest of bullshit. So we'll find out very soon.
I just think it's a bit much. But what I was arguing with people is just, I love like when people don't have mindsets or conclusions of their own.
So that tweet that you had was funny because it is so true. Where arguing with someone that's too stupid to even know what they're arguing about, it's half frustrating, half an incredible experience.
I'm like, bro, and it was funny because my tweets were getting so much like, oh, these likes and attention. I was really firing up the like two specifically. I was firing them up because they literally had no like arguments, logic, or basis for anything for their issues.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're just having this childish ass fucking Iron Boy Jr. bandwagoning approach.
Sure.
When I ask you to go in details or find out why you don't like something or his arc or whatever, you have nothing.
Right.
This fucker literally told me, it's not that easy. Why do I have to know why I don't like it? Why can't I just say I don't like,
because he's bringing it up on fucking online to argue about it. I mean,
did you just tell me you don't have to know the reason why you don't like something? I'm like, it's called a reason for a goddamn reason. You think
then don't talk? Like don't talk about it. Don't bring it up.
Right. I don't like this shit. Why don't you like it? I don't know. I just don't. Huh? What do you mean? That doesn't make sense, sir.
That's hilarious, is what it is.
Because
I had something similar because I had did you see the thing that I tweeted about with the Morbius thing?
I don't think so. I was literally doing that shit all fucking day.
Yeah, that's
so
okay. So they posted this tweet about what's cut and whatnot. So that different shots basically of Vulture and then of the Spider-Man poster. And I just said, stop supporting Sony Marvel projects without Marvel Studios.
Oh yes, I did.
And then this other guy that has like a bunch of followers, he has almost 4,000 followers, quote tweeted me and said, I actually disagree with this. I'm perfectly fine with Sony doing a Spider-Man universe because there are a lot of great characters in that section of Marvel, but you need to make them good. That's the issue. I just want good films with a clear plan for the universe. And I literally said, that's the point I was making. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? You think I was just saying it because I don't like the word Sony or something? Like it sounds bad in my ear? I don't like how it looks with my eyes?
It's bad, dude.
So then all of a sudden people were like, oh, what are you talking about? And I'm like, okay, bitch. But then immediately one kid said, Spider-Verse is better than most of the MCU though. And I'm like, that's not made by Sony Pictures. That's made by Sony Pictures Animation. It has nothing to do with Sony Pictures besides distribution because Sony owns it. But like, that was Lord Miller. They were off on their own for years making a masterful movie.
Yeah. Period.
And no Sony Marvel movie besides that one has had that kind of focus. Period. And you can tell flat out. So that's where I'm at. It's pretty funny, but that's the thing is I'm sitting there talking about it's the same guy that like always has bad takes on my shit. And so finally today I just muted him. So that way, I mean, he can keep following me. He can keep thinking I'm seeing his shit, but I'm never going to see his shit again because he just annoys the fuck out of me.
Ridiculous. The fucking Spidey base. They're another one, dude. Like when they get going, I'm like, what the fuck?
It's super interesting though, because I saw a picture today and it could literally be for everything. But it was two women fighting, like holding each other's hair, fucking fighting. And then there's another woman in the background sitting on a chair, just like sipping a drink. And the words on top of all three of them said Star Wars fans. So it's Star Wars fans fighting Star Wars fans while other Star Wars fans are watching in the background because those ones don't care. These two have differing opinions. And I'm like, that's literally every fucking fandom there is right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you got DC people that are either Snyderverse or not. You've got MCU people that are doing the same shit. And then same thing here. Like just character specific. Spidey people, Batman people, like all that kind of stuff. And that's where we are.
Batman isn't as bad as the rest of them.
No, of course. But there are people that are massive Batman fans saying, that's not really my Batman. I wasn't a big fan of it. And it's like, I look at it and say, I don't know how you feel that way.
Maybe I take that back. Maybe
you know what I mean? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's a weird thing. I actually don't think the Batman fandom is necessarily as bad until you add in the Snyderverse people on top of that. And then it's like, oh shit, here we go.
When it's the Batman kill argument, goes crazy.
Correct. So it's a tough spot because I'm also, when it comes to the Star Wars shit, I am definitely a part of that because I am Last Jedi till I die. Rise of Skywalker can eat my dirty asshole. Yeah. And there are a lot of people that are the opposite.
Same.
And then there are a lot of people that don't care for either, or they love both, or they just, I can't stand the people who are like, hey, it's Star Wars, just like it. I'm like, bitch.
I'm like, no.
I'm like, go look at it as something you're paying for. Stop just accepting anything you get, So,
yeah,
I don't know. But
it's definitely
fandom itself is a shitty place to be at the moment.
Really is, and it's like that's why I love the latest Scream so much because it literally tackles.
Right, it points a finger at that.
All of like, hey, you little fuckers, you're problematic. Like it's all of that, and I love it so much. Cause like it's cool with things like I'm all about. Listen, if you don't like something, nobody's saying you have to like something. It's when your reasoning for not liking it is dumb or doesn't make any sense, or you don't have a reason for it. Because the people that don't like it are gonna attack the ones that do, and they're the ones who like it and be like, well, these are the reasons why I fucking like it.
Correct.
Yeah, like, why don't you fucking like it? Well, that's just not my huh? Bitch, this ain't about you. You don't own any license to anything. What do you mean?
And I mean, I really am somebody that, because there are movies flat out that so many people love, and I'm like, I didn't really feel it. But I'm also going to be quiet about it. I'm not going to go online and antagonize or like blurt out my opinion often for people to call me out on it. Because it's just like, it wasn't my vibe, kind of thing. But at the end of the day, that's the thing is you have these people that are like, yeah, let me just start some shit, even though I have zero specifics whatsoever, for my point, and that means you don't have a point for anyone that doesn't understand. So figure that shit out on your own, hopefully.
Not at all. And once you bring it all that and break it down and talk to them like a human, like an adult, they don't know what to do, and it's overload, then it's defensive, pointing the finger. Are you just being toxic? I'm like, am I?
Yeah, like, I loved it because you were like arguing with these people until they just start calling you names.
Right. And it's like, bro, wow, got you.
Yeah,
we're here now. So I'm like, okay, you're dismissed. Thank you
That's
so
why
much.
I really try when I get a dumb Twitter comment, like I said, like I might have said something to that guy earlier, I can't remember, but like I will say a full paragraph explaining what I'm talking about, and then at the very end, I'll be like, you dumb little bitch. And then Twitter will come up when I hit post, and it'll say, "Are you sure you want to post this?" And some shit, and I'm like, "You're goddamn right,
tweets.
I do." Yeah, I'm like, "Do I need to add my address? I'll put my fucking address in it. Like, have them come find me."
Right. See, it's not even that. Like, I don't even name call. Like, I just literally just break it down to the most sensical, fucking logical reason that there is.
I mean,
and they just get upset. It's like, oh, I don't have time to argue back and forth. I'm like, there was no argument. I'm just telling you the facts. You have nothing to say.
Correct.
Like, and I just get defensive, and you sound stupid. Thank you. Yeah. So like, it's not my fault. What do you want to do?
The guy for the Spider-Verse thing. So I was saying, stop. When it comes to Morbius and Venom, Craven, stuff like that, I was like, stop going to see these because it looks like they're going to be made to be trash. And this guy's like, well, Spider-Verse is better than all the MCU. And I'm like, okay, different studio, basically. Same parent company, but like Disney has no say in what Marvel Studios does. Right. They have one guy that says, yes, we will allocate the money for your project. That's it. They don't have any fucking true things to say about it and changes to make. And he was like, you obvious, because I was like, Sony Pictures Animation and Sony Pictures are very separate in a lot of ways. Like
Right.
besides distribution. And he's like, you obviously have no idea how Hollywood works. Sony had to green light it. And I'm like, that's correct. The parent company does allocate the money, and then they go off and make it. And it's like none of the same people worked on this. Like Amy Pascal, I'm sure, is an executive producer on Spider-Verse. That's because she's the head of Sony, and she gets a bunch of money and also gets to be on executive producer for every fucking movie. Yeah,
Right.
that's what she does. That's
It's like Steven Spielberg with Transformers. Just put
exactly.
my name on it. That's it.
I would love to know how many movies Steven Spielberg is an executive producer on that he has never even seen.
Right. Or stepped foot on the fucking set.
I mean, like, come on. So, I don't know.
Like,
Pretty funny.
Like, come on now, dude.
But it is that thing of I have to kind of realize, like, there's a possibility I'm talking to someone that is not mentally all there or something. And so I'm like, hey, you fucking idiot. I feel bad.
I don't care. You set yourself up. You put it out there. You put it up. It's nope. Sorry.
Oh God.
Sorry about it. You was big
I'll tell your
Guess
parents
what?
sorry. I mean, like, just bring your parents, and I'll tell them I apologize.
Big enough to throw it out there. Guess what? You're
Yeah.
big enough to catch it all too. That's what I'm thinking. But to another world that is quite honestly making me sad and frustrated and angry.
Makes you not want to be on Twitter, but
It's
at the
very
same time,
true.
it's fun.
But I was just about to say, at the same time, it's so damn fun putting people in their place. But another world that can be toxic and crazy, but
Oh, no.
this isn't about that right now. I am saying it here now, thinking that I don't think either of my teams are going to make it to the finals.
You don't think so?
No. Well, one can be determined to be determined because it depends on how Curry's ankle will heal.
Correct.
They said he will be back from the playoffs and in time for the playoffs. They're in a good seating. They're at 2, so it's not like they're going to drop off drastically and be like, oh my God, we're fucked.
Sure.
So if he comes back and all that in time, I'm good. However, the Nets are a greatly different story. And it's still of the fault of Kyrie, it is, but also the mandate, but something that can easily be fixed with a shot.
That's correct.
You don't even have to get both. Just get one. Like,
Right.
here, I got one. Bleep. Okay, cool. You're on the court. We are fighting for play-ins. We do not have home court
Oh, really?
situations at
Okay.
all. So we're fucketh
Fucketh.
when people come here, which is majority of the games going to be, the situation. We want to have Kyrie for most of them. KD, as well as any other fucking human, can only carry an entire team so fucking far to where it gets crazy. Ben Simmons
Yeah.
is still fucking aching a back
what
problem for 50 years now. Curry's ankle is hurt. I don't know what the fuck it is with the Currys in their ankles. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
The only thing I can say is when LeBron was in Miami, there were some similar times to this. I don't know if they were ever that low. Same thing when he was in Cleveland. He would have, like, with Kyrie, actually. LeBron outsmarted the system and was like, I'm not going to kill myself during the season. Just get me in the playoffs and we'll go to the finals.
Right.
And so there's a possibility that they, pull this shit together. But also, KD's pretty injury prone. It's probably not smart to throw everything on him. And Ben Simmons, man, I don't know. Like, was he actually not doing any physical therapy while, boycotting his own team?
I have no fucking idea what he's doing.
He's been hurt forever.
Forever. And it's like, listen, as long as you have KD is healthy, there's always a chance. Never done this. Fucking
Of course.
KD.
Yeah.
But it's like he's going to have to literally push himself beyond belief.
Yeah.
And everybody
50
else,
points a game.
right?
Kinda
Everybody's gonna have to step the fuck up greatly. But these aren't little sugar-coated teams in the East like that. This isn't the least anymore. It's the East. So it's like I'm worried, Kyrie. I will say this: if they lose, it will 100,000% be Kyrie's fault.
Yeah.
100,000. And I want to know what people are going to say, what KD and the team's going to say, because KD has been ride or die quiet.
That's correct.
With this man.
Not a great leader, probably.
It's like, bro, you need to fucking say something. Like,
yeah,
I know you're trying to be buddy, but that's my best friend. Cool. Be real with your homie. But like, listen,
right.
You are really fucking me right now. Like, you brought me over here. You brought us over here with a plan, with an idea. You completely abandoned it for your own selfish reasons.
Right. Because I'm sitting here. We all have the shot and we're doing all right. You know,
right.
I mean,
and I'm not even saying, like, if you don't believe in a shot, I'm not saying you're wrong. Cool.
Yeah.
But it's like, you have to start thinking beyond yourself at a certain point. And it's like, you're part of an organization, you're part of a team, you're around other people. And it's like, it no longer becomes just about you. And now, not on top of that, was it a health risk just in general? But now you're literally costing them a championship. Because with KD and Kyrie on the floor healthy and their team, Unreal. That is it.
Yeah. Agreed.
But you're literally fucking him.
Your
own best friend.
You're wasting KD years.
Yes.
Valuable ass KD years right now.
When this man is in prime KD years going ham, you are wasting it. The reason why KD went to do this, like, listen, people are riding my coattails. They don't think, even though you won your fucking rings, you did. You broke no fucking laws. But people are still like, hey, you joined. This was your moment to be like, I formed my own, I built my own, I lead my team because it's mine. And now your best friend is like, wrench. It's like, what? Like, what the hell? It's very frustrating to see that.
I agree.
And it's another bullshit year of bullshit and injuries. I just need people to stop being hurt. Just give me a pure season.
Well, it's that thing of, because even they just announced that Zion is not going to come back, which obviously Pelicans aren't doing shit. But like,
Ben fucking do that shit. He's
but that motherfucker's not going to play a game, and he only played like less than 30, I think, last season. So he is somebody as well that he already has what James Harden has, where he's spoiled as fuck. He's like, I'll just pretend to be hurt until, I can get my way, get out of there. So
it's weird because these days, these new generationalized quote unquote players that are being brought up to be phenoms and great or whatever, ever since LeBron James, not all of them, some of them have been grown up to be just spoiled ass little brats. Right. But like we have the hype. I'm just gonna run for that. Therefore, y'all love me. I can do what the fuck I want. Zion was definitely one of them, and he took it to the head, and he didn't do shit. We're like, bro, you're fun at Duke. That's great. This is the fucking NBA. If your big ass don't start losing some goddamn weight, trying to jump up and do all this crazy shit, you're going to fuck yourself up. He's like, nope, I'm Zion. I'm the dunk man. Now look at you.
Right.
You're fucking knee hobbling at age, 20?
Because what is it? His foot? Done. His foot's hurt?
His foot's knees to spin everything.
Right.
Because he has a lot of weight fucking exploding.
Yeah.
Off him like you do it. Like, bro, it's the Shaq effect. Kobe was like, motherfucker, lose some weight.
Yeah.
So we can keep running this back. No, I ain't gotta do that. I'm Shaq. I'm best in the world. All right, cool.
Right.
Look what happened.
I love
Shaq.
When they asked Kobe, what would Shaq have been if he had your work ethic? And he said, best of all time, greatest of all time. Mm-hmm. Like, if Shaq was out there as much as I was, he would have been the greatest of all time. And he probably is not wrong.
He's not wrong.
Crazy.
Not wrong at
but
all.
Yeah, so I'm with you. I mean, it sucks because Brooklyn really was set up. Not even forgetting, like, they had James Harden.
Yep.
They had a healthy, playable James Harden.
Emotional ass James Harden.
Yeah, and then that ended up falling apart. Now they've got Ben Simmons. He seems to be, even more emotionally fucked up and not there. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. I think
Like Warriors just lost to the Magic. That's disgusting.
correct. I saw that. Yeah. But yeah. I mean, who do you think? Who do you have to win? Do you have somebody?
Well, it was those two, but now I don't know. I'm guessing Milwaukee
Yeah. Do you think Suns Bucks again in the finals?
probably, and I don't want that, but that's what it's looking like, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
I'm just tired of fucking Giannis getting free walks in the park straight to the finals.
Yes. Oh my god, it's so
Because he's so fucking overrated as shit. But
he's overrated as
Like,
shit. He's
don't
this Euro stepping.
right, don't get me wrong.
That's it.
Relatively unstoppable, like what Shaq was, but also so
Well,
much
like
less
Shaq was.
skill.
Right.
Like it, because well, I mean that's the thing is they're just built different. Like Shaq had post moves, footwork, and the
Yeah.
power. Giannis just takes off running. He's super tall, lanky, and
Right.
just gets to the rim.
He just Euro steps from half court. He's like, there you go.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm like,
Just
bro.
layup, dunk, layup.
I'm like,
mean-
how could nobody stop? Like, you know what he's gonna do every single time.
Correct.
He'll shoot a three once every 10 games, and then be like, okay, cool. The rest is Euro, or I'm under the hoop. Cool. Back you down, dunk.
That's
All
correct.
right. So I'm just like, it's gonna be another skate for him, and it makes me really upset.
Yeah.
It's just really dumb. But hopefully, I'm praying for a miracle that this stupid ass mandate gets pulled between here and then, or Kyrie decides to stop being a selfish fuck and gets a shot.
I mean, there is a small possibility that because it's the New York mayor, right, that's keeping the mandate in effect
Yes.
or whatever.
The
I think
dickhead.
there's a small chance that he says fuck it and just lifts it, when things aren't looking good, and Kyrie can play, and he'll put it back in after the finals, which would be laughable, but
It's just dumb
'Cause-
because like you have visiting people that can come in without masks to play. You got
exactly.
Kyrie
I mean,
sitting
no,
the
it's
bitch
stupid.
and
Very
can't
stupid.
play. Like, it's dumb.
But I do think the stupid thing is allowing visitors that don't have the shot to play. Like that's where the mandate is fucked up. If you're gonna have a mandate, like
Right.
so I would
Visitors
rather
come with
them
no
just
masks. People
Yeah,
come with
I
no
would-
masks.
I would rather them change that and say you have to have the vaccine if you want to play, no matter what team you're on here in Brooklyn. But I don't know, it's interesting because like when you go to work, are you still wearing masks?
Hell no.
Okay,
They got rid of them.
because it's not a mask mandate, it's a for certain events it's a vaccine mandate.
It's a private, like, man, that's
Yeah.
it.
Gotcha.
So it was like dumb. Everywhere else is literally lifted. It's like, okay, there you go, done.
Right.
But now private, you can't do it. It's like, huh? Where did that come from? So it's just really, really dumb. Kenya, I don't know why X-Men is trending. I looked up, nothing crazy is happening. I think people
Yeah.
just like X-Men.
I didn't even see it trending. I looked all over the place, so
Yeah, I looked at it now. It's trending.
it might just be under the For You thing because you love X-Men.
That could be also it. It is under for me. Yes, it is. Yeah, because under trending, I guess I don't see it. What's Biggins trending? Yeah, no, I don't know. You just love X-Men. That's why it's trending, homie. There you go. You figured it
But
out.
I'm trying to think what else is in terms of no, I got nothing. Oscars,
That's right.
I don't care.
That's coming up Sunday. I care because I want Will Smith to win.
I don't.
I do. He's racking the fuck up right now. Out of all the things that usually lead to
That's
the Oscar,
correct.
but they could pull a fast one on us. Like he's going to win all this shit, and like your winner is Andrew Garfield or some shit. Which I hope doesn't happen. I mean, I love Andrew. Good for you. I haven't seen the movie, but I want Will to win. But we'll see. That's this Sunday. I think, isn't it?
Out of that list, I haven't seen the movie, but I would give it to Andrew probably because it's a musical as well. Because I mean, I saw King Richard. I thought it was great, but I didn't think, you know, it was a relatively hard role for Will Smith to do. Whereas Andrew's having to do a full-on musical, you know, singing and everything.
That's not hard. Did you see Aladdin?
Jesus. I did actually quite enjoy Aladdin.
Yeah, I fucking love
Prince
Aladdin.
Ali.
Absolutely.
I still fucking listen to that sometimes.
Every day. Not letting up. That's still gonna be my shit forever.
Yeah.
No, I Am Legend 2, different story. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll see on that one. I don't. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't think I have anything else there.
I don't like these shows that have no fucking topics. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, just sitting here shooting the shit with you is fun, but like, I don't have anybody in the chat that's like adamant about something or like they care about what we're talking about. It's not fun. I blame the world for not having any important shit to talk about or release.
Completely.
That's right. Kenya went and saw that anime that's playing in theaters.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't either. He was like, "Hey, I think you'd like anime." I'm like, "Okay."
It's funny. I just saw something about Zion too.
Oh, did you?
I accidentally scrolled up. What was it? No, whatever. I can't find it. I don't care. Okay. Well, I think that's gonna do it. We have nothing else. The chat's pretty quiet. Hopefully next week some shit goes down. We'll see.
I think we're gonna have a Thor: Love and Thunder trailer. I'm thinking either the end of this week or the beginning of next week.
And it'll drop while I'm at work. Lovely.
Yeah, they'll give us that. And well, because that was the thing that was funny with Miss Marvel is that came out last Tuesday. Came out at 9:00 my time, which is what time I'm supposed to be at work. And I was getting into my car to head to work, and my phone starts blowing up, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I texted my boss. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna be like an hour late," and he's like, "Cool."
I can't with you.
And so I mean, I'm very lucky and thankful to have that. But like, I'm like, "Hey man, just fucking release it an hour earlier. Do it at 8 because they used to do it at 8 my time." And
I said, "Ooh."
Are you blinded?
I'm blinded by the light. Absolutely. I am blinded. Always.
Big ass glasses.
Okay, fuck off. Okay. Don't come for me, so I'm visually challenged, okay? That's a hate crime. That is a hate ass crime. All right. That's gonna do it.
He ain't.
The fuck was that?
He ain't.
Okay.
Have you never seen that video? Oh my
No.
God. I gotta send you something when we get off this.
All right. So, thank you so much for joining us on the latest episode of The Film Cave, episode number 65. This has been a personal episode for y'all and us, just shooting the shit and talking about whatever y'all want to talk about. Y'all have been relatively quiet tonight. I get it. There's not a lot to talk about. It's been really rough. But anywho, so Logan.
Yes, sir.
Let the people know where they can find you and what do you have going on.
Not much is going on. We're getting ready for Moon Knight. I'm excited for that. Thinking about The Boys, I actually did make a background for The Boys. I might go ahead and do that. We'll see.
Yes.
And then I'm actually hopeful that I might get Moon Knight this week. So we'll see. But basically, last week during the show, JVS, we were talking about it, and JVS DM'd me and was like, "Hey man, you can most definitely still react to Moon Knight. You just don't post them until."
You said that on here last week.
And I was like, okay. And so I, hit my guy up, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll see what happens." So hopefully that happens. That'd be great. I would love to get ahead of it like that. And I'm also dying to see it because I've already seen people say,
I haven't looked at a single thing.
I've seen people say the effects are god awful, and I've seen people say the effects are incredible, and I'm like, oh, okay, awesome. I'm glad we're already here. Like,
It's a TV show, so we're expecting.
I'm not expecting incredible things, but I am expecting incredible things from Oscar Isaac and the story.
Right.
So let's hope that works out. But yeah, so I'm getting excited for that. That'll be on Patreon for sure. We'll see about YouTube. If I get them early, I might be able to do YouTube edits. We'll see. But yeah, that's that.
Heard it.
Boys, we'll see what happens. What about you?
Oh, sorry, just reading something. It said when Kevin Durant plays, the Nets have 67% win. That would be first in the Eastern Conference. God damn it.
That's really funny.
Okay. Yeah. So you can find me on all forms of social media right up top by using that screen name or whatever the hell you want to call it. Be sure to follow my TikToks, Instagram, all of that, where I'm getting more involved in social media. So be there to have a good laugh or just see how my life is going. Would really appreciate it. Again, if you stuck around this long, please hit the subscribe button on the channel. You'll find Logan's in the description box of mine. Share that love. We really appreciate it. Hit that thumbs up and that notification bell to be reminded when all episodes drop and anything else either one of us might have coming down the pipe. You don't want to miss it. It's your boy Knight.
And I'm Logan.
And as always, we will see y'all in the cave. Peace.
Later, guys.